You know, there's this common belief that you have to wait until you have enough money to start investing. Well, the hard truth is, most people who wait for that day, they never actually start at all. And that's not me being a pessimist, that's just behavioral economics. So today, we're going to dismantle that one belief that's holding you back and give you a complete strategy that works even if you're starting from zero.
So let me ask you, straight up, do you think you need hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars just to even get in the game? It's the most common reason people give for not starting. But here's the secret. It's based on a complete misunderstanding of how wealth is actually built.
The real problem isn't the number in your bank account. It's this thing right here, the scarcity mindset trap. It's that little voice in your head, right? The one that says, oh, I'll start when I get that raise, or I'll get to it when things settle down. Let me tell you, that mindset has quietly destroyed more financial futures than any stock market crash in history.
Okay, let's dive into this because I want to totally reframe how you're looking at your starting point. Starting with very little money isn't a disadvantage, it's actually a secret weapon. It is a powerful, powerful training advantage.
I mean, just look at the contrast here. When you're investing thousands of dollars, the fear of losing it is real. It makes you emotional, it makes you make bad decisions. But when you start with just a few dollars, the stakes are super low. Your brain isn't panicking, it's learning. You're not risking your rent money, you're building habits, you're building confidence. This is your personal training ground. And look, this isn't just some motivational fluff talk. The research is crystal clear on this. Time and time again, it's been shown that your behavior, how you react when the market gets scary, is way more important than picking the perfect investment. Learning to manage your emotions now, with small amounts of money, is the single most valuable skill you can ever develop.
All right, let's get practical. You can't fill a bucket that has a hole in it, right? So before we invest a dime, we have to find the money. We have to find your investable cash flow, even if you're sitting there right now thinking there is none.
So here's your foundation, a simple three-step process. First, for just 30 days, track every single dollar. Use an app, a notebook, I don't care. The goal isn't to judge yourself, it's just to get the data. Second, you find your investable margin. That's the gap between what comes in and what absolutely has to go out. And I promise, most people are shocked to find an extra 30, 50, even 80 bucks a month hiding in there. And finally, and this is the absolute key, you automate it. You set up a transfer so that money moves before you even have a chance to think about spending it.
And this is about so much more than just the money. The moment you automate even $20 a month, something powerful happens inside your brain. Your identity shifts. You're no longer someone who is going to invest one day. You are an investor. And that new identity is what drives your behavior for the long haul.
Okay, so we found the money, awesome. Now for the tactical part of the plan. Where does it actually go? Because the account you choose to put it in matters just as much as what you buy with it.
I want you to think of this as a three-tier system. Tier 1 is your emergency buffer, and it is non-negotiable. Get $500 to $1,000 saved up. This is a psychological firewall that stops you from panic selling your investments when your car breaks down, okay? Tier 2 is where the real magic happens. Tax-advantaged accounts. If your job offers a 401k with a match, that's free money. It's your #1 priority. If not, we're opening what's called a Roth IRA. And Tier 3, that's for everything else, way down the road.
So what the heck is a Roth IRA? It is one of the most powerful wealth-building tools ever created, especially for people just starting out. You put money in after you've already paid taxes on it. In exchange for that, every single dollar of growth and every withdrawal you make in retirement is 100% tax-free, forever. It's incredible.
So what do you actually buy inside one of these accounts? We keep it so simple and so powerful. The huge majority, 80%, goes into a broad market index fund. This is literally like buying a tiny slice of the entire U.S. economy. Then we add a little bit of international exposure and a small piece for stability. That's it. It's called diversification, and it's basically your free insurance policy.
And here it is, the single most important rule in this entire explainer. If you're going to write anything down, write this down. The market will go down. It's what it does. It always has. Your job is to do nothing. History proves, without a doubt, that the investor who stays calm and just holds on always, always outperforms the one who panics and sells.
Now for the best part. Let's see how all of this actually builds over time. Because this is the part where the strategy starts to feel really, really real. What do these small, consistent steps actually turn into?
Just look at these numbers.
And we're using a conservative 8% average return, which is actually below the historical market average. Just $50 a month becomes over $73,000 in 30 years. 73 grand. You double that to 100 a month and you're looking at nearly $150,000. The people who achieve this didn't start rich. They just started being consistent.
There's a reason this quote is so famous. The math behind compounding isn't magic. It's just patience turned into a system. And when you truly understand this concept, you unlock your entire financial future. The most expensive mistake you can possibly make is simply waiting one more day to start.
So, let's be real. The strategy we just laid out is simple. The numbers work, but the execution, that's where most people fail. So let's talk about the psychological traps that are going to try and pull you off course and how to beat them.
First up, the comparison trap. You have to stop looking at your journey and comparing it to someone else's highlight reel on social media. Your only benchmark is where you started. Second, the complexity illusion. You don't need some complex, secret strategy. Simple, low-cost index funds have consistently beaten most of the complicated, fancy funds for decades. And finally, the all-or-nothing fallacy. The thought that $10 isn't enough, so I'll just skip it, that is poison. Invest the $10. It keeps the habit alive, and that's what matters.
I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? You can't go back and change the past, but you have complete and total control over what you do next. The perfect moment will never arrive. The real power is in starting right now, from exactly where you are. So here it is, your entire action plan, step by step. Number 1, track your spending to find that margin. 2, build that small emergency buffer. 3, open a tax-advantaged account. 4, buy a simple, broad market index fund. 5, automate those contributions so it happens on its own. And finally, number 6, hold on for the long term. That's it. That is the entire game plan.
So, you see, this isn't really about money. It's about a decision. A decision to stop waiting for the right conditions and to start building your future today with whatever you have. So, the only question left is, what's your first step going to be?